What is up? I am Crypto Mason, and welcome back to the Crypto Mason YouTube channel. Shout out to the Gold Squad. We look for gold in every single aspect of our lives, and we always find it. Now, today, we are cramming in a market update for you guys. We've got a lot to talk about. I'm going to give you a major warning inside of this video as well. And we're going to talk a lot about new projects that we've invested in, just new stuff going on. And give you a major warning that you need to hear. So make sure you watch until the end, drop a like on the video, and let's get into it right away. Now, we are in the middle of moving, so if I'm scatterbrained or not focused, that is why. We're literally moving houses, and we've got to cram this market update in for you guys. So we're at 2.6 trillion, looking good. I'm obviously prepared for 10 trillion and beyond for crypto, which would be, you know, like a 3.2x. from the current market cap. Also, excuse the Discord notifications. Our Discord has absolutely exploded. We're going to talk about that in a second. But let's first just give you guys an update on my take on the market. We're literally sitting at all-time high. Like, we're sitting on the previous all-time high of Bitcoin. So it's a very crazy time. It really doesn't even feel like Bitcoin made a new all-time high. The hype, in my opinion, can get way more than this, okay? We can get way more hype than this. You can see the chart looks absolutely amazing. Bitcoin proving itself once again, right? Right here at 17,000, you've got all the haters screaming that crypto people are morons and they're never going to make their money back and you all got scammed and blah, 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 right? 16,000, but no. Bitcoin proves itself once again, a higher high. So I'm bullish. We've got 8 days approximately until the halving. Yes, we're literally moving houses like during the halving. It's like the worst possible time to move, but we're making it happen. I'm very excited. We've got 8 days approximately until the halving there. Now, let's give you guys the warning right at the start of this video. Okay, this is the warning. We're going to talk about this Uniswap thing in a second, but this is the warning. YouTube is not the best place to be getting your crypto information right now, especially not from Megan and I. We are prioritizing heavily Twitter, Discord, and Telegram for the live information flow. A lot of you guys have literally missed out on legitimate 500x gains in these past, in this past month, because you're not following on Twitter or not in the Discord or not on Telegram. Okay, so follow Megan and I on Twitter. Turn on the notifications. You've got @MasonVersLoose, and then you've got @MegBZK right here. Turn on the notification bell because this is serious. This is a serious warning. You're not getting the maximum information flow if you're only waiting for YouTube videos. It's just not feasible for me to provide you the fast, live, super good alpha through YouTube. YouTube is more for overarching insights and kind of updating you guys on the direction of the entire crypto industry. So that's your warning. You gotta be following on Twitter. You've got to be joined up in the Discord. Our Discord has exploded over 30,000 members. We've got the VIP section, which has also exploded in growth. Tons of new amazing people in there. 24/7 support group. We've actually started to close down the general chats at night because it's just so crazy. And we've had to turn off the general chats at night for safety reasons because there's a lot of scammers trying to poach our members and stuff. But the VIP chats stay open through the night. Okay, and that's one of the perks of VIP. Now, that is your warning, okay? Now, here's another warning. The SEC, also, by the way, TikTok, YouTube, Instagram are the slow platforms. You need to be on Twitter, Discord, and Telegram. That's where you're going to actually be able to capitalize on crazy, dope opportunities, whereas Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube get them later, a little bit later. So the SEC actually issued Uniswap a Wells notice today. This is the same type of Wells notice that Coinbase got. So the SEC is thinking that they can come after DeFi right now. Okay, this is huge. in a bid to hobble the fast-growing DeFi sector. So they are trying to stop DeFi, but they cannot, right? They are not going to be able to stop this without turning off the internet or banning these websites like through Google, literally. But then if they ban Google accessing these websites, we're just going to build a new browser that can access these websites. It's impossible for them to stop it, but I'm very excited to see how this plays out. Okay. Now, next thing we need to talk about is addressing XRP, HBAR, Quant, XLM, Algorand, all of the utility coins. Because if you guys have been following me on Twitter and been in the Discord, you see that there's not a lot of mentions of these coins right now. There just isn't. You know why that is? Because they're not doing anything. They are staying stagnant while everyone else is getting rich. And this is just the raw truth, bro. It hurts me. It hurts my soul to say this. Like, it seriously hurts my soul to be so far away from the utility coins, because I love the utility coins. I love the ISO coins. I love that whole narrative of new financial system and all of that. But what I think you guys may be missing is you're so stuck on, and I was so stuck on the banking aspect of it, when these guys are already creating 10,000 tokens a day. Okay. This is like, it's absurd. And there's no reason, you should be continuing to stack an asset that in the middle of the bull market is down 20%, right? And yes, I say the middle of the bull market because we're literally sitting at all-time high, 8 days away from the halving. And it's just bullish. Like, if you're tapped into the Solana stuff that's happening, the base chain stuff that's happening, if you're tapped into that stuff, you know that this, like, wealth is being created right now. So this is no hate towards any of the ISO coins. I still hold all of them. I'm not buying any more of these ever, probably, unless we see like massive falling out, back to 3 cents on HBAR, back to 17 cents on XRP. And at that point, if we see that again during the bull market, these coins are just dead. I'll have to admit it. Like, if HBAR goes back to 3 cents during this next 6 months, bro, something's wrong, right? So my bags are still packed. We're still going to be covering these projects on the channel. I still love them. I hold big positions. Obviously now, our portfolio is expanding so much. We're investing in so much stuff, and we're going to talk about some of those today. Still bullish on HBAR. I stopped buying it a long time ago, and I've allocated that new hard-earned income coming in to other projects that have now done 2 to 10x, right? So be careful tying up all your capital in stuff that barely moves, right? XRP this month, what's the returns? 0.73 cents. This year, 20%, decent. 7 days, 6%, right? And if we look where we're at, this is where we're at on the all chart. As far as Quant is in the same boat. Quant is in the same boat. If we go to the monthly, I mean, how can you be down 2% with all this hype that's happening? And it's because the hype is not yet on utility coins. I know that one day the hype will come to these coins that are creating the new financial system, the actual rails for the new financial system. So therefore, I'm going to hold them. But I'm not missing out this time on meme coin exposure, AI exposure, real world asset exposure. All of these new narratives, I'm not just going to sit back and just miss out on them because I'm so emotional about stupid utility coins and making sure the coin actually changes the world and all this. I'm done with that, dude. I'm holding those coins and I'll still bet on those coins, but there's no way I'm missing out on some of this new stuff coming out, right? And it's just how my mindset has matured, because 2021 Mason would not be doing any of this. I'd be sitting there sidelined like a moron with all my capital tied up in assets that don't move. Instead, I'm going to tie some of my capital up in those assets as a long-term play, and then I'm going to use the rest on new stuff. So I hope I'm drilling that home. Some bullish news on XRP. This is crazy. So as you can see here, this is 8 different things that is happening to the XRP ledger that regular like XRP everyday people won't know about. So you guys can read through this. We had crazy news about Ripple actually building and are going to launch their own stable coin. Very controversial news because a lot of people memed XRP and said, ha ha ha, Ripple already has a stable coin. It's called XRP. We got memed. We got bullied once again being XRP holders when they dropped that announcement. So that's going to be interesting to see how that plays out. As far as Bitcoin, obviously bullish. Don't care. I don't care if we drop back down to 50K even. I know the plot, okay? We're keeping the plot. This is going to be a crazy bull market, in my opinion. It's already been crazy. And that's the thing. Ask yourself, have you made big gains yet? Because I know a bunch of people in our Discord that have made ginormous life-changing gains already. I have made ginormous gains. Megan has made some ginormous gains. So what's going on with your portfolio? And that is where you realize, holy cow, I am sidelined from the real wave that's happening this go around. And, you know, in 2021, I was sidelined from Shiba Inu. I was sidelined on Dogecoin, right? I didn't have good enough capital to really reap the benefits, okay? So we're in everything. We're going in everything. I'm in Bitcoin ecosystem now, RWA, AI, a bunch more different stuff that we're going to talk about. So let's start off with one of the big bags me and Megan are holding, which is Illuvium. Okay, now Illuvium is a coin that actually has been to $1,000 plus. So you guys can see right here, $123 on Illuvium. Take a look at that chart, right? This thing has been to $1,000 plus. Obviously, that's because of the small supply, but you know, we're holding a giant bag of Illuvium, and you can see that log scale chart looks beautiful, right? They have a lot of catalysts coming up to bring this thing up, in my opinion. So they just had the Samsung partnership, direct partnership with Samsung. They're on the Epic Games store already. It's just insane for Illuvium. So ILV, major gaming play that we're definitely holding, huge. You can get that on Binance, Sushi, Coinbase, everywhere, basically. Now, speaking of, you know, coins not being on certain exchanges, let's talk about Origin Protocol, okay? Origin Protocol is one that I've had my eyes on for so long, but never pulled the trigger. And this is something that made us pull the trigger on Origin. So they're actually doing, they put forth a proposal to actually merge these coins. So they have OGN, right, which is like Origin Protocol. This is the one I've been tracking. And then they had OGV, which is Origin DeFi Governance. Now, they put forth a proposal through Snapshot right here, which is a DAO platform. They put through a proposal to actually merge OGV into OGN. And this passed with a 90% voter rate, which is very cool. You can see there was actually 44 votes, and that passed with a 90% agreement, okay? So this will happen. OGN will merge with OGV. So this combines the valuations, the fully diluted valuations, into one. Now, there's many different benefits for Origin holders, you know, like the actual token holders, because we're going to get more deep liquidity. And in exchange for the deep liquidity, you might get more exchange listings, right? Coinbase and Binance, like you might have bigger deep liquidity. And then there's a bunch of other benefits that come with this merge. And this just makes sense. It's very confusing to your community, you know, to have multiple different coins like this. So OGV is going to merge with OGN. I'm extremely bullish. This is a very advanced project. You guys can go check out the website. There's a very crazy suite of stuff that they have going on, but go check it out. Go check out their liquid staking and all of that as well. OGN is definitely one that we are holding. And, I was hoping that proposal went through as well, because that is extremely good. Now, let's speak about Base Chain. Okay, this needs to be talked about because Coinbase, we know they launched their layer 2 called Base. There's no Base token. They use Ethereum bridged over to Base. But we just saw Commonwealth, which is a project we've talked about for a year. We've been waiting for a year for this launch. Commonwealth is actually launching on Base Chain. So their token, the Wealth token, is actually going to be on Base. Now, this is extremely bullish in my opinion. There's not a lot of good utility projects being built on Base, and Wealth is one of those that's moving to Base. So they put out an amazing article right here, kind of showing how solid the foundation they're building on is. They're also showing the active addresses. You guys can see Base already has more active addresses than Arbitrum, which is just insane. And Base is exploding right now. Base is exploding. Some of our best Base plays so far are meme coins. Megan is a holder of Brett. I think I have some Brett too. That's one of the main meme coins on Base. We also have TYBG, the Base God coin. I tried to buy OG Base. It went wrong. But Commonwealth is going to be one of those ones that is a utility project built on Base. Now, I want to talk about another project that is actually migrating to Base, okay? Migrating to Base. So Base is already getting projects to migrate to it, which is very bullish. We know we've seen Hedera attract some migrations as well, but Reach, Get Reach is a project. We did do a video on this. And we are holders of the Reach token. And this is a new engage to earn protocol. Basically, you can go on their platform. You can put out a mission and then people earn ETH for engaging in your mission, which is crazy. But they have officially migrated to Base, which is obviously layer 2 on Ethereum. You guys can read through their Medium article on this, but basically they're getting a ton of benefits. Increased transaction speed, Base is way faster. Gasless transactions, Base is way cheaper. More security, more scalability, and wallet abstraction. There's going to be some new platform features coming out. And here's the contract address for the Base Reach token already, which is very, very cool. So big shout out to Reach. That is one of the projects we're definitely watching. Here's their website. Proprietary scoring system, very cool. Engage to earn project right there. So as far as other projects we've recently picked up, Atlas Navi was one of these. Atlas Navi is actually doing drive to earn. So another to earn narrative here, drive to earn. They have 700,000 downloads. Dpin is also going to be huge. So Dpin, we talked about Peak way back. Peak Network was a Dpin play. Atlas Navi is one of our most bullish Dpin plays. They have the exchange rate updated until April 17th. So if you download the Atlas Navi Drive to Earn app, you can actually drive to earn in their token, which is extremely cool. So if we check out their website here, this matches up with a ton of different narratives, right? They have the AI, they have the Dpin narrative, and they have this kind of earning narrative where you can actually earn with it. So already available. You can refer your friends. They already have over 100 million miles driven through their app. So definitely go check it out. We're holding the Navi token. It is pretty high up right now. But this could easily continue, right? Dpin will have its time. Dpin narrative will absolutely have its time. Big shout out to Atlas there. And then we've got RTrade. So RTrade is the world's first RWA for art. So marketplace for art, and RWA is real world assets. If you didn't know, we're picking up a lot of real world asset projects right now. Here's RTrade, 5 cents, looking like a very good entry point there. You guys can see it's coming down, big pullback there. So 5 cents could be insane. And they've actually launched their marketplace here on Solana. So each NFT is actually associated with a physical artwork. Okay, so you can see some of the prices, some of the beautiful art that they do have on their platform. People are predicting RWA to go 100x this cycle. So we're definitely looking out for new RWA projects. They raised $7 million 2 years ago to develop this platform. They've got staking, 25% APY. There's listings coming soon for exchanges with this one. And, you know, you can see the clear progression of this chart. Look at that. So someone clearly woke up and said, wow, we need to get on our trade right here. You can see this big run they have been on. Now, crazy project, our trade. I hope NFTs pick up again. I do believe they will pick up again, and we are definitely prepared for when they pick up again. You guys can give a scroll through their website. Massive shout out to our trade. Use the link in the description if you want to go and trade on their marketplace or pick up some RWA assets for real. But our trade is very cool. Now, wrapping this up here, there is not much to say about the top 100. Like, that's the truth of the matter, is the top 100. You guys can see Uniswap dumping right there, 10% off that news. Easiest short ever. Easiest short ever. And this is why I want you guys to learn how to be prepared, is because as soon as you see a piece of news, if you're correctly prepared, you can act on it and hit a crazy short on something like Uniswap. So, what else has been going on? There's been so much, and this is why I wanted to give a big warning in this video. You guys need to be following on Twitter. Twitter's where you're going to get the real alpha. Follow MegBZK and Mason vs. Lewis on Twitter, okay? Also follow the Gold Squad account. We recently hit a 400x on Bohm. We recently bought Axon DAO, which is just insane. There's been Noble Blocks that has came out. There's 3 different meme coins that we're watching right at this moment. We picked up Based. Like, all of these coins, you guys have on YouTube have technically missed out. And my apologies for that, but it's impossible to convey this amount of information and this amount of speed through YouTube. It's just not feasible. So Twitter is where it's at. YouTube, you guys come here for the roundup. We're also back on FriendTech. FriendTech is doing a huge airdrop. You know, if you need invite codes, we've got some in our Discord. MegBZK key on FriendTech and my key on FriendTech. We got Chainlink posting Illuminati graphics. We invested in Mojo. There's so much going on. You guys need to be tapped in. So that is all we've got. I love every single one of you. Drop a like and comment, subscribe, turn notifications on, join the Gold Squad Discord, and goodbye.